Everybody, I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm on my way driving to work, but I thought I wanted to pump out this video for you guys because it's a topic that I know about and I wanted to make for a long time, and that is struggling with smoking marijuana as a young adult, a full-blown adult, or even just an older guy or woman. It doesn't matter. Today, this video is going to be good for you. So I was driving to work and it started to dawn on me. I'm 23 years old and I really don't have too much money in my bank account right now. When I was young, I used to really be big into entrepreneurship. When I was about 10 years old, I started my own lawn mowing company. Not like a full-blown, registered one where I pay taxes, but like one where I literally purchased a lawnmower, a weed whacker, a blower, and I used to go around my neighborhood, and I want to reiterate this, I come from a very poverty-ridden family. Nobody bought me my lawnmower, nobody bought me my blower, nobody bought me my whacker. And so what I would do is I would go around in the summertime when everybody else was at the Newport Richie, or when everybody was at the rec, or going to the movies, or doing something fun. I was going around the neighborhood trying to get my money up. I come from a very poor family. And I used to mow lawns for about $15 to $20 a cut, where everybody else was charging about $25. And we used to lug around, me and my friend, we would lug around my mower, the weed whacker and blower, and we would knock out houses like at least like 5 to 10 a day. And so I want to reiterate that I have entrepreneurship tendencies. I know how to make money. I'm not like a loser or a bum. But the issue that I've run into now that I'm an adult is that when you grow up, at some point in your life, over time, people will try to get you to do things that are not good for you and will take you off your path. They will take you off your path of where you should be, and then you start doing picking up these bad habits, and it's not good for you. My bad habit that was brought to my plate was weed. Everybody in my high school smoked weed. Weed was the cool thing. Weed made you feel good. Weed made you laugh. Weed was, cheap. It was fun. It was easy. My mom and my dad used to smoke it when they were, my age at that time. So it kind of just made sense. And one day, I started smoking pot. And for the first couple times, it's fun. It's new. It's not that big of a deal at all. But then it becomes a point, eventually, where you get addicted. And people like to confuse that part. People don't understand that the reason that you get addicted is not because it's a highly addictive drug, but rather because the how good it makes you feel is addictive. You really just want to you really can't wait to go smoke that next joint or that next blunt or rip that next bowl pack before school or before college or before work, because you know that on your way to those said things, it's going to make you feel great. It's going to make you have a great time. If you really don't want to go into school that day, or you really don't want to go into work that day, you hit a bong rip, bro, you'll be feeling great. And that's the addictive part. And the problem is that it's too good. It's too good, and when you're at a young age, your main goal needs to be saving your money. It needs to be saving your money all the time. I did a video last week about how I drink one Monster a day, and that Monster costs roughly about $3.50. At the end of the year, if you were to drink that same one Monster for an entire year, that's $1,200 at the end of the year. $1,200 is the equivalent to 6 months worth of car insurance with somebody who's been in a crash. So I want you guys to understand that smoking weed is all fine and good until it's not. And the problem with it is that eventually you're going to be losing and wasting all of your hard-earned money, and you're going to be sitting there at the end of the week when you get your paycheck, and you're going to say, Mom, Dad, sister, brother, friend, how come I'm always fucking broke? How come I never have money? And you're not going to fucking realize this. You wouldn't have realized this until you were at least my age, most likely. Luckily, I'm creating this video here for you guys so that you can be ahead of the curve and not follow into the same footsteps that I did. And so My point to you guys, and the point of this video, is don't start smoking weed chronically. If you're gonna smoke it once or twice a month, fine, that's great. The moment you start seeing yourself smoking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week, 1, 2, 3, 4 times a day, you gotta stop. You gotta cut that shit out immediately. Immediately. It is gonna be the biggest setback of your life. The biggest setback of your life. With women, their problem is buying clothes. With guys, it's usually buying dumb shit like guns and, stuff for our cars and trucks. And you have to save, because if you want to be able to get those simple luxuries that you deserve, like that car part, or if you're that girl, that piece of clothing, you definitely can't be doing that and purchasing all that weed. So that's pretty much all I've got here today in this video. But I want you guys to understand, and I want you guys to be better than me, because if you can just not follow into the same footsteps as I did, smoking weed or drinking too much or smoking Nick, I don't do that, but some people do, you can save yourselves at least $2,000 a year. And I promise you that. $2,000 a year. Now, if you've ever mowed a lawn when you were younger, $2,000 is money that was unheard of. If you're young, like 13, 14, 15, and you grew up in a poverty-ridden area like I did, $2,000 is something you've never even seen or touched. Imagine having that much more at the end of the year from your 9 to 5, making $15 an hour, $12 an hour at Wendy's. It could really helpful. It can really be helpful, and I really could have been saving up. And so, for example, let me do one more quick mathematical equation for you guys. I started smoking when I was 17, and I'm 23 right now. That's 6 years. If I were able to collectively save $2,000 a year from not smoking pot on a daily basis, I would literally have $12,000 in my bank account right now. But you want to know how much I have? $2,000. That's it. And that's because I just started to stop smoke. So, if you guys want to save your money and you guys want to become something of yourselves, do not follow into my footsteps. Do not be a chronic smoker, and do better. It's Anthony, and I'll see you guys in the next one.